I'm not lying, man. Oh shit, I didn't know I was lying. Man, why didn't you let me know? Huh? You got the red goat here. What should I talk about? Oh, Rastafari. I want to talk about what happened in Dallas. And I like the music. I'm seeing so many police out there, all over the place, smoking cigarettes, carrying on conversations. And something started to bother me. I was thinking, I heard all kind of talk since then. Oh, the door, we couldn't get in the door. And I was wondering, I asked myself, out of all that police, was one in the military? Don't stop us from getting into somewhere, especially if kids are bleeding out. Ask yourself, out of the 19, maybe it was Mr. So-and-so child, so-and-so child, maybe laying there. Any military man would know if you take a 15 or MK-45, it's used to spray bullets. They don't look for a vital part. I wonder how many of the kids were just winging the arm, maybe the leg, feet, that was hit and laid there bleeding out, all on the outside, smoking on your cigarettes. Oh boy. You pussies. Oh, Rastafari, you're pussies. They should have some brothers on the force. We wouldn't fuck around like y'all. Hanging out on a stop sign and leaning. Look at the tape. While kids are out there bleeding. In there bleeding, pardon me. If the red goat was there, it's like the boy who came and killed all the people in the grocery store. Oh, I can show you some places for one of you to come at. Come on down there. Around where the goat hang up. I got some brothers. Oh boy. I'd like to see you come on down there. But back to you police smoking on your cigarettes. Tell me it took about an hour, and I think they're twisting that a little, a smidgen. But in any case, if we're in the ex-military, the damage they do, MK-47, 15s, or what have you. But it's used to spray bullets. Any GI would know, once the shooting done, you got to move quickly because there's a lot of your comrades who are laying there suffering, who's bleeding, and would be alive today if you move quickly. It's like those school kids. I'm in Cleveland, but if I could have get a jet here, I would have hopped aboard and went there and did something about it my damn self if I could have get there in a matter of moments. I see the gentleman on the outside trying to get through the police and they're pushing him back. He wanted to go in because he's a man. He isn't a pussy. And I take my hat off to you, my man. I'm sure you could hit them kids because I've been told, since people know I do this podcast, they got in touch with Red Goat Radio and told me that you could hear crying on the outside because kids was in so much pain, you could hear it on the outside. And they did shit about pop on a cigarette and cling to a post, make conversation. What kind of world we living in? Ah, but you, Mr. Police, who you have no problem putting your hand on your gun and pulling the trigger on a black man. I mean, what in the hell's the matter with you people? It seems like you go to college, maybe, because I'm not well educated, but I know I got a shitload of common sense. You people, I mean, stop and think. I mean, people who get wounded, you got time where some may be alive. Maybe it was Mr. Ooh. Could one of you listeners out there give me his name? I know there was one of you listeners, I know that saw it on the news. I know I saw a father crying who lost his child. Anyone you listeners, everybody's so quiet in here. Can you ask?
Sir, it was Angel Garza.
Angel Garza lost a child. I'm so sorry for that, gentlemen.
He lost Amory Joe Garza.
You know, but I look at a piece of the news with these supposed to be professionals, and they say, well, the door, oh, we couldn't get in there. We had to get the key. I mean, what kind of shit is that? You tell me. I mean, I'm sure some of them was in the military. Boy, if they was in a squad of mine, oh, shit, I would give them hell. Hell, we paying for them to stand and lean on a damn stop sign and puff on them cigarettes, make conversation about what's going on and what's happening, but not one would attempt to go. I wish the goat was there.
Red Goat, the school shooter, was in the school for up to an hour before law enforcement broke into the room where he was barricaded to kill him. So they took an entire hour before they were able to go in and do anything.
Son, listen. People who were in the military, and I'm sure some of those cops were, they know how things go. Meaning, those guns that spray a lot of bullets kills a lot of people. But when you're talking 19, they say 21, when you spray your bullets, chances are good some will survive if you get them some care before they bleed out. So each one of them parents who lost a child, they should, maybe their child may have been one who was wounded with a feet warmer, wing in the arm, that they could have got some help. Timing is everything when bullets start to fly. Bullet has no boundaries, no friends. About the tree.
All right. Security, you can give that money to you because when the shots go off, they be under the tree.
Under the tree smoking. They don't know what to do. Yeah, they could have given that money to me. Shit. They just gather. If it's raining, they be up under the tree. I see them shoot out like that. They be gathered. You know, about 100 of them show up and they're all under the tree when it's raining, don't want to get wet, carrying on conversation instead of doing their jobs. Hell, if you don't want to do your job, don't become a police. I mean, I'm sick of hearing that shit about, well, there was a door in the way. God damn. I'm not, I'll tell you what, I go to a place, I don't give a damn what a door is. I'll pull my garage door off to show you how quick you can get a door off. Hell, all you do is hook a wedge to it, a damn chain or a rope, and pull it out of there. You don't need no explosives. If you feel you may hurt a kid or something, you go in there. It ain't no what. Well, one say, well, if they hear you at the door, he can turn around and spray more bullets, kill more kids. God damn, didn't you hear all them bullets was flying all over the place, and you come up and say some shit like that, and you supposed to be a professional. What school did you go to? Mr. Professional? Where you graduated from? God damn, man, some of y'all don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. I didn't go very far in school because it taught me to think and reason. Shit, do things make sense. Stay away from things don't. All that shit they're talking, it's like they talking out the side of their neck. Talk, but do nothing. And here we are, the majority of the country. 90% of the people want to ban weapons. I can come up with some ways that will stop a lot of this shit. Charge $5 a piece for a bullet. They'll quit shooting their mothers all over the place. Think about it. You hear all y'all bitching about the gas? Run the price up on the shelves. Cost you $5 to kill one. See what that do? You politicians and that guy in Texas, they gonna vote his ass out. I don't care what he do.
Red Gold, are you talking about Greg Abbott?
Yeah, him. He's one of them. Not only that, son. Grab Abbott and all these ones who trying to think people can't think, who follow the gangster thinking they're gonna overturn things. Oh. Pause. Okay, y'all.
Yes, Red Goat. I saw on the news Ted Cruz praying with a mother who had lost her child in this tragedy of gun violence. Yet when he was asked a question about why this country continues to have this gun problem and other countries do not, that he just brushed off that question. How could he pray 1 minute and then not do anything about the gun violence in this country? And we've got the worst gun violence in the world.
Well, I'm going to tell you, sister, it's because some of these politicians, a lot of them, they kind of like, I'm a black man who could pass as a white man if I choose to. But in Washington, since I created Intertwine, you find out a lot of things. And what I mean by that, I'm not the only black man look like this who got that juice in him from when they brought us there 400 years ago. Some of the politicians, too. In fact, I know 2 of them walking around presenting themselves as a white man and getting away with the shit. To show you how gunnery, I didn't want to go there. Gunnery. Some of the white people, they're being pimped by Donald. He's one of the best pimps that ever, black people ain't got shit on him. He got white people that he pimps, that send them all their money. They die for him, they're spending time for him. You tell me, what black man do you ever knew that call himself a pimp can touch that shit. I mean, you talk about a slickster. Shit. Oh, God. Books will be wrote about him one day. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, boy, boy. But he's a hell of a pimp. And Mr. Cruz, back to this. See, a lot of people think of certain ways because they got that juice in them from the ancestors who used to, have sex. That's powerful, you see. My mother was dark skinned, but look at me. Huh? You ask yourself, could it be possible that maybe one slipped through in the White House, or maybe two, or maybe more, that actually got that black juice in them, but they running as white people? Ask yourself, am I the only one? Or is there more? Oh boy. I know two for sure. One of them, he won't even acknowledge his relative. He's on a coffee. Oh, he whoops shit. He's good at what he do. He won't even, one of his nephews say, I wish my uncle would come by and visit. Not time for that. Yeah, young lady in the back. I see your hand back there. Y'all being good because, okay, let's pull over where she can have a seat. She just got in there late. Okay, ma'am, just wait a minute now. Y'all got to let her sit down. Now, son, you move to the left. And this big guy right here, okay.
Well, back to Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott.
Yes.
Do you think that they're in bed with the NRA? I think with their attitudes.
Well, you can call it in bed or you can call it something else. Call it what you want to, but they're being paid. It's called lobbyism. Okay, you press back against what they want to do about all these guns that are killing people. I'm going to make you happy. I'm going to keep you in power. Ain't but a few. And they sell their soul. But see, what goes with that they don't understand is their kids don't buy into that shit. They still think, oh, my kids are growing. Just like I can call it, like the one you said, Cruz. Oh, yeah, they're getting up there. I've been feeding them this line of shit for a long time. He didn't even stand up for his wife. I wonder will he stand up for that girlfriend he got, Sarah Jones. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Cross that up. I apologize. Ain't no Sarah Jones. Because that sounds like a sister's name. They don't name white people like that. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. But anyways, I guess I'm just a little warm, so I'm jumping from one thing to another. But you go ahead, dear. We don't want this. What time we were doing this?
Keep on going. We
Okay.
can be here all day.
Yeah, well, I'm working overtime on this. Hell, y'all been bothering me. I can't even get no sleep. But I have to speak on this one. These politicians, it's all a game about staying in power. Just a few got 90-some thousand people. Shit. I mean, the majority. Why? Hey, there's so much ways if we think, my people, of fixing things to make America better. Listen, everything got a counter side. Day and night, up and down, black and white, circle, everything, yeah. You people, you should find out who's supporting who. I mean, visit Fox, I did, just to see what's out. You know they lie, but hey, it's okay. But I go on there to see who's sponsoring all that lie come out of out of one of you listeners out there. What's his name?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Thank you, young lady. I go on and see what kind of product advertising. I know one big one. It's called that cable. What is it called?
Count it.
No. Give me another one out there.
AT&T.
AT&T. Oh, they pay them a lot to Fox. Listen to me, y'all listeners out there and you people in the audience. I appreciate you not talking too loud and nothing so I can get this in. Hey, if we buy, say like AT&T, go to another one, Sprint, T-Mobile. It might be a little worse, it might be a little better, a little cheaper. Well, who the hell cares? $1 or $2? But support them. Don't support people who talk and try to pull you apart. Why do that shit? People in the 60s, they were smarter. Goddamn crabs are smarter than us. They unite. We are people. We don't do shit. I speak a lot of French.
And also, Mr.
Speak a lot of French.
And also, Mr. Red Goat, the voters and all of us around should, and he's just an example of one of many of the politicians who stay with someone that had lost a child, but go and not vote for proper laws to prevent this. So people should look for what's real and not just somebody praying with somebody but won't answer a question about the gun violence in America.
Yeah, well, they ain't gonna do that, sister, because they know that check will be cut off. See, not only they get paid from our taxpayers, oh, these manufacturer guns, weapons. Oh, that's where the big dough at. See, most people in America are being fooled. They don't know where the money is, the real money. What figures? Who 74.2 black players. Oh, look at the floor when they're running up and down, bouncing the ball. You see one or two white players out there now and then. Oh, but it's the black man who makes this shit work. I mean, he makes you roar. It's the black juice. Even though they don't pay them very much. Oh, they came from places where they were very poor, so they settled for $1 million. But once they start living big, big house, big car, and they retire in their 30s, thinking they're doing something, then once you get comfortable living and you find yourself that money done gone, and the tax man come around and hit your ass, then you start. Ask Wesley Snipe about that tax. He can fill you in on that. Yeah, he used to have big money, but that shit will get away from you. So why settle for the millions and support the 1%ers who getting billions? Off of your talent, you the one put the work in, running up and down the court, bouncing the ball, 74.2 point black players. That's a lot of power. But having the power and not locking together, what you got? Oh, you can demand these racist stations. No, you ain't playing our shit no more. We gonna stop that. I heard the other day, the coach of the San Diego,
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr, yeah, one of y'all help me with that. He made a statement where he felt it to the bottom of his heart. I remember when his dad lost his life. And Kirk he is a very good person. I wish one day he'd run for office and become president. He's good in heart, he's a good man, and he's a fair man. But one thing I want you to think about, Mr. Steve Kerr, uh, maybe if you coaches and players would, and that way you could demand these station, because y'all know who they are. Hey, you ain't playing our Monday night game. And hold to it. Oh, that'll create some shit. Listen, people, it's all about them dollar bills. All about money. And it shouldn't be like that. I wouldn't sell a child soul to the devil from like some of the politicians do. I've heard one of the politicians who left and went to Cancun or somewhere. I heard of one of his daughters looking for, maybe I didn't say that one, but maybe because all the shit of prejudice come out the daddy's mouth, it might be driving the child to maybe want to check out the other side. I'll just leave it at that.
Red Goat, I have a question. What do you think Donald Trump felt about the most recent two shootings that happened, not only in this area, but also Buffalo, New York, in the urban community?
Well, he probably wished it was more, I feel. The handwriting's on the wall. I mean, don't you hear the shit come out of his mouth? Or the things he do? I mean, they try to say, well, look what a black man do. He doing it. But one of they can come in and, you know, the young boy who was only 10 years old in Florida, who watched wrestling because that was a good sport back in them days. And he was being watched and playing with a little girl, other little kid, and he put a move on it, and the child died, a wrestling move. Now, he's 10 years old, and they were calling him a man, and they prosecuted him as a man, that adult. But on the other hand, these cocksuckers who come down from listening to that shit out of Carlson's mouth, they're boys. They're little boys. they prefer to them as boys, childs that are 18 killing people. But if they're white, maybe they're blacks. Is that Mr. Carlson, sir?
Red Goat, I have a question here. There was a most recent kidnapping at one of the NBA games involved with the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. I just want to know your thoughts on what occurred a few days ago with that.
Well, hey, son, sometime I look at it and say, maybe they need to study brains of different because I'm wondering every time when I look at a program like ID channel or something like that, these murder mysteries and shit, I wonder, do they hold back on the shit the black man do? Cause seems like all the program is based on white people. Is it that we don't do the shit they do? Huh? Maybe that's the reason. Maybe they need to study what's going on in their head to make them do shit like that. Huh? I mean, God, about certain things, and, you know, I don't mind responding, but sometimes the truth, it makes you bleed like a cut, like you've been cut by a knife. You know, it's to get to the root of the problem. like I say, they can always go up on the bullets. That'll what? $5 a round. Goddamn right. I'll run for that. If anybody would vote for me, I'll fix some of this shit. Yeah, $5 a round. Now you go out and kill. Shit, people be borrowing money. Hey, I gotta kill this brother over there. Goddamn, but I can't get a bullet. Can you lend me $2.50? I got $1.25. There you go. Go get your one shot. I mean, that's where the shit should be at. But it's all about money. They don't mind killing and doing the shit they do, but it stems by design. It's a seed that is planted. Fox News do a damn good job of rocking these kids' mind because they got about 6 million viewers. That's a whole lot of stupid people. A high percentage of them don't got shit, never will have shit, because they're sorry. They got to feel good about themselves by putting black people down. They feel it prop them up. You see them, a lot of them. Hey, you could drive down south, hell, where mansions from. You see them living in them damn house trailers, trailer home, with cinder blocks, damn old hunting dogs sleeping out there. And that's how it is. And they're sad, happy with that. They vote him. That's why they always, we like the uneducated and dumb people. But they can still vote. And they damn sure vote. Politician like Manchin rides in his boat. I tell you, the world is twisted. All common sense. I wish people would start using it. What makes sense? Oh boy, and these kids, I wonder, oh boy, I hate to think about it. You know, because I've been in situations, son. I know about how when you're using a AK-47 or this or that, and you got a group of people, you do kill some, no denying of that, but you're wounded a whole lot because when you sprain it, you don't aim for certain parts. You just whoop. Right? What bothers me more than anything is the suffering of those little ones laying there bleeding out while people we pay our tax dollar to. Oh, I see some leaning on the damn stop sign and talking in the middle of the street. And I saw a helicopter shot where you could see them all over the damn place. And they just, but none would go in. Oh, God, I wish I could have been there. I would have went in. God damn it. Boy, I hate shit like that. But I must say, I had some of my brothers, people who does things for me, they in PA. Oh, I wish I could just have them hop in a plane and kind of go down there. We'll straighten some of that shit up. Because the way it looked, I'm going to tell you, I'm not Abbott, but I'll fire every one of them sons of bitches who were just standing there doing nothing for an hour. They shouldn't have a job, son. No, there's no excuse. There's no damn excuse. Oh boy.
Right.
We good people, we just sit back, like I said on other taping, and let shit happen. You know that get together in Texas? We should come out of the house and gather. God damn it, enough of us show up. They'll cancel it because they couldn't get in the damn door. I mean, what kind of shit is that? All these people killed and they gonna whine and dine these politicians just to keep guns in the street and more guns. I mean, that's sick.
Red Gold, this is Rob from Rochester, New York. Since this country's been going on, the shooting in the church in South Carolina, the most recent Buffalo shooting, everything we even take it to the 90s with the Oklahoma City bombing. Um, since this country's been going on, Red Goat, the majority of these terrorists have been young white boys, going on to men.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
go.
I hear you.
Why do you feel that is so?
Well, it hangs around money, son. Boy, this shit is good. Hold on. Boy. Ooh, I almost burnt my finger. God damn. Anyway, okay, you said, what was that last question? About the kids?
What I was saying, sir, is that pretty much when these massacres happen in the United States of America, usually the boy or man behind the trigger is usually of Caucasian descent. Why do you feel?
Well, that's because the whiteness, son. It's like I said, Donald, he's a gangster. He stumped down. Who support him? Fox do. Who support Fox? Donald do. Tucker Carlson, he don't give a shit. He cares about money. And he's being paid extremely well. 6 million viewers. Black people don't listen to that bullshit. That's why we do shit like that, because we don't watch Fox. His viewers are white people, prejudiced people, who buy into all that crazy shit. Oh, they're going to take your gun. The black man going to take your job. And they don't have shit, son. See, this is the key that they found out. Most people who support that bullshit are broke crackers who ain't got nothing. Riding in a dam in Georgia. You see, get on the freeway, you see them in them damn barn door pickup truck, paying $200 or $300 for it, with a damn hunting dog and a shotgun hanging in the window. They don't have shit. So they on their whiteness. Oh, I'm better than you, black man, driving that nice BMW or living in that nice house. Shit, man, he doing better than me. Oh, it's me, hell. At least I'm white. And they got to cling to that shit, son. That's all that is. They feel bad about themselves. Don't you get it? A person who ain't got shit, not all, but a lot of them is jealous of what you got. Most black people, I'm in my, well, I don't want to tell my age, but I've been around a while. And I'm going to tell you this, back when Martin Luther King was trying to talk some sense in our people, things were just different back then, where people would do things, but they didn't think. Like I said, one person came up with, oh, we just won't ride the city bus. That was a little thing, meaning it only cost a nickel or a dime in 1963. But that bothered them. Oh, shit. Cash register a little low because black people ain't getting on the bus no more. They're taking each other to work because of the way they're being treated. And we got away from that shit. But I'm here to tell you people, wise it up. Go to Fox. Look at the people who's supporting them. Don't buy this shit. Buy it from somewhere else. Like I said, I follow what Mr. Pepsi do, red, white, and blue. They do a lot for, don't matter what color you is, even the white people too. But their counterpart centers only on the red and the white. Trust me on that. And I think they put something in that, they got something in it that turns you into liars. So I ain't drinking that shit. I'll leave it in the store. If I can't get Pepsi, I go thirsty.
Red Goat, Zhang Ming. I just moved here, actually. I go to the University of Alabama.
Son, are you Chinese or Japanese or what?
I'm actually Chinese, came
Okay,
over.
don't mean nothing by it. Don't go there.
But I just had a question. After I moved to the United States about a year ago, I've seen a lot of Confederate flags. I see it all. I step about 10 minutes away from the college. They're everywhere. And I'm not too familiar with this this country, but what does that represent? I just really see white people with them. I want to know, do you know more, Red Gold, on what that flag means to them and to others?
Well, I tell you, son, I wish I could speak your language because I would want all the people in your native country to hear this. But maybe someone put it out there in your tongue, meaning your language. This country is really imbalanced because of the white man is a fear of the black man, and they feared the black man when they first brought us to this country 400 years ago. They were afraid. Why? They seen them in Africa. Oh shit, look how fast they can run. Look at them jump. Wow, and look what they got hanging down there, if you know what I mean. So that starts friction. Oh, we better not bring them to America, because that may not sit very well with others. Oh boy, if they start to mixing that seed, oh, I don't know. And I think they just fair, son. So what they do is groom you, meaning they get together, making plans. Oh shit, get people over here. We want the black man to look at himself about his skin color and get him to look down on himself. Oh, but they should be kings and queens, but we gonna whoop some shit on them. Hey, look at him. Hey, that black skin. Put you down. You know, you go in the store, hey, to buy something. They look at you, the doorbell rings. Clink, clink. Oh, you feel them eyes. Remember when you were young, Snoop, Jay-Z? Remember? Little boys, when y'all were young little boys going in the store to buy something, and you felt them damn eyes? Your kids gonna go through the same shit because, why? We don't do nothing about it. Because we don't want to unite. You try to get a brother to lock arms with one another to get something done. Oh, shit. We all pull different ways. We can't unite like crabs. Crabs are smarter than we motherfuckers. At least they lock claws. They're trying to get people of good standards to do something. All they do is they want you to look at how they live it. Oh, this car, Mayweather. Oh, look at these fleet of black cars. Oh, yeah, he could afford everything. But what about his ancestors? God damn, we want center strength for our brothers to grab hold to pull them out of this deep shit. There shouldn't be no ghettos, no way. Why are they ghettos? Because we black man let the white man whoop shit on us. Meaning, hey, you sport figures, put some demand out there. Quit playing for them motherfuckers making them rich. While your people, your relatives are struggling. They wouldn't have to be no ghetto. Why is there a ghetto? Because you in the millions making them the billions, and that's how it goes. You ain't gonna catch up to them. They buying these big yachts and shit like that. Got money going, flying all over the place. I mean, they're living the life. While we struggling. Not you, maybe, Mr. Sports Figure, but your ancestor who couldn't bounce a ball like you, or you singers who got offsprings who didn't have that voice like you do. Think about it, Snoop. Remember, you were poor, bro. Shit. You remember going to them little store in the corner? You want your kids and your grandkids to go through the same shit you go through? I don't. And I wish people would join me so we could do something about it. We don't do shit but think about what we got individually. You goddamn preachers out there, y'all ought to get together and try to talk some sense in black people to form together so we can make shit happen. You got them by the balls. You got 74.2 black man in sports. Sports don't work without the black man in it. Shit. Make some demands. Tell them, these sport broadcast channel radio, hey, no, you trying to put shit out there to make people apart? Fuck you. You ain't playing our game. You ain't broadcasting our shit. And you do the same with Fox. Tuck Carlson, his ass will be looking for a can of beans to eat. If you stick together and put pressure, don't let Fox carry your damn sports figures. And you, Mr. The son's, what's his name? You back in the back, son? Steve
Kerr.
Yeah, hey man, think about it. Get brothers and people to perform. Start something, some movement where they won't play your game. They'll come around. Oh no, because that's one thing everybody got in common. I don't care if you left, right, white, black, good and hot, bad and hot, don't matter. Everybody likes sports. Even the Russians who's out there killing these little babies, these little innocent babies, and blowing shit up, killing these old ladies and people in bed trying to sleep and not giving a shit. Look what they're doing. They're killing people look like them. They got these young boys killing their own kind. They got grandfolks living right with this, sending a missile and killing. I mean, what kind of shit is this? Huh? Yes.
Red Gold from Miami, Florida. I did some research. I know that you're from Charleston, South Carolina. You're such a unique individual to me, just hearing you talk. If you can briefly just talk about your childhood growing up in, I believe, Ackaby, and your relationship with your mother and father. If you can just...
Yeah, I'll tell you about that, son. That's very strange. I see you writing over there. You're taking notes, which is good. Well, I came from a little place called Carolina. When I was a child, I went to a little school called Mary Ford, a little white building. Don't know if it's still there. And I came from, I had a family of 6 boys and 1 girl. And I had my father, he was about my complexion. Some powerful juice. Yeah, that white seed, I mean, it's powerful. And my mother, she was dark skinned. But here's what happened. And that's how that goes. But I went to Mary Ford, didn't get an education because teachers down there at those times didn't give a damn. You didn't go to school if you wanted, don't go. As a little boy, I used to go shine shoes, make some money, give it to my mother. What is it mean? Daddy, that was sorry as hell, and I don't mind. I don't give a shit, because he was. What he would do, he made us. My mother would go to church. He would carry his ass in church sometimes too, but he was no good. What I mean by that, he cheated on my mother. He drank liquor. He had woman galore, because he was a good-looking man. And he cheated and drank liquor till he got broke and didn't do nothing for us. We raised up in a shack. I came up to Cleveland in '70, only went to 8th grade. And I'm glad I did. Reason being, I think sometime when you get too much education, you lose your common sense. Look at the shit going on with our politicians. Shit. I mean, they all went to college. I didn't, but I think I'm outsmarting them. I could think better. Shit, I get shit done. I mean, they're always coming up with all kinds of shit. Well, I would go in there, and I can't go in there. All that's horse shit when kids are bleeding out. I think the bottom line, they are just some sorry motherfuckers. I really do. But, like I said, the world is really funny how things go. But like these kids who come down, like you talked about, do these kinds of atrocity, everybody, it's what come out of others' mouth is what we as human beings react to. It's called teaching. When you have a baby, you teach them to walk, to talk, and it blossoms into walking fast and even running. It's taught. So you got stations like Tucker Carlson, who's getting money because that's all he cares about. He wants destruction and hate because that's how he makes his living. But the bad thing is these fools who follow him buy that stupid shit, and it's dangerous. That's what makes them react, drive all that way just to go where he know he would be saved. I wish he would have brought that shit here on Englewood, where I'm at. I think the news would. I'm damn sure of that. But like I said, they know where to go. You go in the church, it's safe, just kill them and come out. They buy you a hamburger. And that's the way that goes. This other one, I wonder did he get a burger before they kill him? Did someone sit out and get a burger for him before they did kill him? Huh? Because that's generally what they do. If he's white, wine him and dine him. Shit. And I'll tell you people, listen, I hear on the news about student loan and all this shit. And, oh, you're worried about this. Oh, I owe the government so much money and student loan and all. Don't pay the motherfuckers. Don't throw the paper away. They talk that shit. Oh, your credit could go bad and you won't be able to buy a house. Who gives a fuck? They ain't gonna stop that because if it's enough of us who ain't paying, what could they do? Huh? You tell me. All this taxes we pay when we work, from work, don't you know you give a third of what you earn to the government? Tell them to use that to pay your student loan. They need you more than you need them. Don't you get it? That's what we get caught up in America. We don't know who's more important or who needs who. Oh, shit. Don't pay them. And tell them to take that in their pipe and smoke it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This world. Donald, he don't pay his tax. But goddamn it, I ain't paying mine either. I wish, hey, listeners, if you feel like Red Goat, give me a call. And I'll lawyer you up. Give Red Goat a call. Shit, think I won't make something happen. I'll do it today before I get on my private plane and go to where I really live at. All right? I'll stay in Cleveland. But I'll do it. I'll do that. Yeah. Let me hit this pipe, son. Where we at with the time? Oh, so we can keep climbing since it's live. Yeah, well. Okay. There's still people coming in back there. Hold on now, y'all. Just be quiet. Didn't they tell you at the door before you came in? Why you got the card still in your hand? That you paid for that. Okay.
Red Goat Max Briggs from Los Angeles, California. Red Goat, as far as weed is concerned, why isn't it legal in all 50 states? Why is the government kind of just making certain states illegal and other states, we've been legal for years, but I do have family in Ohio and Illinois. Just wondering, what do you think the government is planning as far as the weed is concerned, legal everywhere in the United States?
Well, if good-hearted people would come out their houses and phone instead of staying in their warm houses, we can put a stop to a lot of shit, son. That you see, that a high percentage of America think the same way when it comes to issues like that. But what it is, it's the politician, when it start out, oh, no, we just want dollar bills. Get your weed, pay in cash. I mean, what that shit is about. I mean, don't that bring up suspicion? No paperwork. So you just got a handful of these politicians who getting all that trillions of dollars. Not millions, not billions, but trillions. Going to jail, just like they did with the lottery. Oh, we got to pass this and get it passed. Yeah, we're going to fix all the schools. People in bad neighborhoods and black kids in the hood and certain part where the school is bad, the roof is leaking and shit like that. Oh, we're going to fix all that. So what we do, we pass the lottery. Oh, it's legal now. Damn schools are getting worse. I mean, what happened? All this money coming into the lottery, y'all supposed to fix the schools and keep our tax from going up. What happened with that? Huh? Ask yourself. Just a few CEO and politicians of high standing. Oh, they got all kind of money. I mean, ain't you people tired of being played? It's just a game. Why don't y'all learn how to play that motherfucker? Especially you sports figures. So you can bargain shit, band together. Y'all can change a lot of things for your people where they can live better. Why should Modi get the billions while you get just millions? And you're the one putting the work in, running up and down, bouncing the ball or catching the ball. That's not fair. The only way you can do something about it is blending together. That way you can take some of that gambling money, because that's where the real money is. It's not in seeding. Seeding is just 18 to 22,000. Or a commercial, that's millions. But the big money is in gambling, sports betting, trillions. Everywhere, abroad even, everybody gambles. That's where the money is. If we would put demands for more of them zero as players who working our ass off, maybe they'll start listening. And maybe we can fix them streets where they pluck us from. Maybe we can fix and put some teeth in our mother and father mouth. Maybe we can help our ancestors, our kids who's kidding us. I mean, maybe we can do something for them. Shit. I mean, that's all it takes. To me, God showed me where it's very simple. But if we don't attempt to do nothing, nothing gets done. We are bad at that, my people. Now, I am light, but I'm a brother all the way. Why don't some brothers get in touch with me? God damn, let's try to do something, man. Don't get caught up in the wanting to show what you done accomplished. Help a brother out who ain't doing as well. our sister. Shit.
Last question, Greg Stevenson from Des Moines, Iowa. Red Goat, what do you think America has learned from the most recent school shooting that happened in Texas?
Well, you say, what have they learned? They learned that sure one is just around the corner. So why don't you form a band of tough necks police, a special squad, just like you make bulletproof vests. You can fit the same, I think it's called, what's the name of that stuff they put cast for bulletproof vests? It's made out of cast stone. I forget the name. But why stop there? Each police department have sleeves made where a bullet won't penetrate a 15. Have leg protection where a bulletproof. You won't have it on about a few minutes. You don't need to put it on. You put it on when you get to where the shooting is at. Get in it. And you can grab a pistol or a gun, and it don't give a shit what he got, because it ain't gonna penetrate you. Leave only a shield for the eye, for him to look out. And there's a thing called bulletproof glass. Put that shit in the eye. I mean, do something where other than stay on the outside for an hour smoking cigarettes while these people out there heart beating, boom, 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 because they're nervous about their kids, and y'all doing shit but standing there with your finger in your ass smoking cigarettes while the kids are bleeding out. I wonder, out of the 20, out of the 19 of the kids out of 21, I wonder how many was just winged. How many did you find that just was winged in the arm or shoulder, or had just a minor bullet injury rather stay in or exit out? That I've been around. I know about mass shooting and killing. And when you use those type of weapons in a group of people, you will kill some, but there'll be some lying there beaten. And if you could get to them within a matter of a short period, you increase the chances. These people, you don't know which one, but they will be taking their child home after they come out the hospital. But instead, you man, supposed to be, just, oh God, just sit out there, conversation, smoking cigarettes, talking about this shit. Oh boy, I wish I could be a fly on that wall. Oh God. Just to see what went on. I could see them little kids just lying there, blood coming out of them, and they just crying and howling because people on the outside can hear. But they don't even talk about that shit. I mean, I got a call to Red Goat Radio. That's what they told me. And they didn't just, they could hear screaming for quite a while. So that's an indication of suffering. Oh boy, I don't see how those ones who wear a badge will sleep tonight. Damn, I don't see how they hold their job. Sometimes I look at some of them, their bellies hanging all over their belt buckle. They look like shit. A lot of them look like, Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Man, let me quit that. I don't want to go there. But man, I'm just so, can't understand that. How a man with a gun stay on the outside and say, well, we don't want to go in there. Who made that kind of goddamn rule? Oh boy. If it wasn't a politician, you need to vote that ass all out of there. I would think. What kind of rule is that? This state, oh no. Wait till we get the key. We don't want to, might have to damage the door. Shit. If I was there, I'd have that door, I'd hook a rope to the back of one of them pickup shit, and grab a buoy and knock a hole in it and pull the goddamn door off the hinges. You don't hurt no one by pulling it out. I would have paid for the door. Shit. I mean, goddamn, couldn't one of you people around there who's standing there for that hour think? Oh boy. Man. I mean, what happened? Is there any man in the world? Shit. Oh boy, so much hate. Oh, you see it every day. I mean, why? Oh boy. Any more questions? I see people, y'all starting to look sad out there. I mean, what's going on? Am I hurting your feeling? Or you wish you didn't come to the radio station?
No, we wish we came. We came. We.
No, you look like you're going to sleep over there.
No.
I know it's a sad time. I get it. Yes, go ahead, back in the back. Son, get on the chair. You're so short, hell, I can't see you. Step up there. Okay. Give him the mic. All right.
This is Alan Thomas from Flint, Michigan. Red Goat, if you were in politics, what would be the top 3 things that you would change currently in the United States of America?
You said 3 things? The first thing I would change is the way we do things. Meaning, we allow stations to stay on the air that preach hate and things to widen us, to pull us apart. I would talk to people, meaning superstars. That's one thing talent got in common with good and bad. What I mean by this, Republican and Democrat. We both love sports. Black man don't realize if he band together, because it's 74.2 black people in sports. That's where it's at. Black man makes the shit works. I mean, sports wouldn't go nowhere without black juice, bro. Got the black man in it. So if I could be in politics, I'd talk to the brothers and have them banding together and let them know the power they got, because both sides like sports. People who like listening to that horse shit come out of Bill Carlson mouths on Fox, I'll give them alternative to listen to. Meaning, I would do that, plus I'll let Fox know that we're going to pull our contract. We don't want you carrying our game because you promote hate, try to separate people. And that's all you're about, racism. So you pull in sports and you have people Fox and see who promote them. Like I said, that telephone company, you know, change your AT&T, change your prescription, go to somewhere else. Might cost you $1 or $2 more, maybe $1 or $2 less. Maybe it won't be as good, or maybe it will be better. You don't know, but you chance it. In other words, don't give your dollar to people who are supporting hate and prejudice, want to pull you apart. Hey, you know there's a lot of people watch Fox. Shit, you watch it too. Watch it and learn who's sponsoring them and don't buy their shit and hang to it. There's always, oh yeah, there's always someone else who makes a counterpart. Learn where to spend your dollars. That's better than marching in the street when they kill another one of our brothers. They do it daily, sometimes 3-4 days. I mean, why we chance it? We shouldn't. I mean, we go out there and march, Al Sharpton. He give you a date to march. That's it. I'm tired walking. I ain't walking no more. I used to thought that would work. Shit. No, it's a different era now, bro. We got to do things as good-hearted people. I don't care what color you are. If you got a good heart, stick together with other people who is good in heart, whether they're black, Chinese, Asian, whatever. It's about good and evil, not black and white. If you're good in heart, form with other people who are good in heart. We got all them tools now, the internet and iPad and all this shit. We got all kinds of tools. Reach out to others who are good in heart. Make shit happen. Let them know what product to buy from what product not to buy. Now that's pressure, don't you think? I mean, why should you spend your money supporting those who hate you? You tell me. Why we do that shit? And we just continue to do it and do it and do it. Hey, let me just say this. You brothers out there, Jay-Z, Snoop, hey, you remember when you were a little boy? You want your kids or your grandkids to experience the same shit? Now, I'm a light-skinned brother, but I raised up in a little place called Ackerby. My best friends, they were dark-skinned, real dark-skinned. Friends. I remember going in the store, maybe because of this, I didn't get watched quite as much as they, but I was watched too, and I could see eyes on them. You're coming to spend your money, and they're looking at you like you're coming to steal something. I mean, why we put up with that shit, bro? Huh? Your living in your car or your house mean that much to you when you up there doing good? I mean, it seems like you would ban the others who doing good and try to do something for your people. Why we got ghettos? Huh? Not only black people in ghettos, white ones in ghettos too. Why we let that shit go on and on and on, and we don't do nothing? I mean, there's more good people in the world than bad. Why don't we form and do something? Shit. I mean, can't you see what's happening? Look around. All this shit happening. You got the war in Afghanistan, Putin. I mean, they blowing up babies and shit like that, sending rockets, and what they do when they firing off rockets and killing innocent kids and blowing up business and buildings where people are sleeping in hospitals. They watch sports. That's what they do. They got phones. They got their own band. Everybody got a phone. They ain't just in America. They're in Russia too. Oh, I can see them now sitting around the table. Okay, Joe, we're getting a break. We'll be bumming them kids at about 2 o'clock. Oh, let me get this in the game coming at 2:15. When will we get that? Let's see, the hockey game is on so-and-so. Well, that's that so-and-so. And Cricket? Yeah, well, you like cricket? Yeah, that. So that's what they do. They tune into sports. Give them something to lead you. Yeah, you know. And now let's go what? You know, flowing over there. Yeah, you know, kill up every damn thing. I mean, they're killing their own kind. If you see what they're doing, they're killing people look like them. They won't kill us as black and brown people. Ourselves. This shit what Trump is doing, and y'all better push back. If it get out of hand, you're gonna wish you would, because Donald have nothing else to cling to. He's all in. He got to make this shit work. You see the look on his daughter's face and his son? Huh? This boy got a Joan. He know what it'll be like in prison. And his daughter looked like she aged 5 years within the last couple of months since she went in and gave the Adam pill. Had you seen her lately? Under her eyes, look like she ain't sleeping too well. John, he ain't getting much sleep either. And the old man, he lightening up on the powder. You can see his herpes starting to bleed through at times. But anyway, oh boy, I hated to say this about certain things, but you know, I get to talking, but I don't hold back nothing, because I don't fear nothing. You know, and you ask a question like that, son, and I think right now, where else could you do the shit Donald do and walk around, or these politicians do and walk around? They don't know it yet, son, because they don't know how history goes. But if you follow history, anytime when there's a coup that fails, you got to get your ass up and out of there. Meaning, their kids are going to have to find new friends wherever they go, because they're going to lose them they got in America. Because it's going to be hot for them now. Where they going to stay at? They tried a coup. We know who they are. Huh? Shit, where they going to live? Y'all cut your friends off, because you're going to have to get new friends and new wives who buying all that shit and following your husband up the Donald studio. Oh boy. And your grandparents who are letting this shit happen, you're just as guilty. You won't even talk to your daughter and like say, wait a minute, you know this man lies and he's telling a lie. You and the kids, y'all gonna follow your husband behind that lie? Wouldn't that be teaching you to lie? And maybe my grandbabies to grow up to be liars? Have you ever asked yourself that? You grannies? I don't care. Whether it's one of you that still living or both of you still living. You brought them in the world. Have you ever asked yourself that? What your grandkids are going to turn out like? Find a damn lie? Someone who lies continuously because of that hate in his heart for other mankind and want to stay in power? Huh? Y'all are part of that. And you people who are good at heart, who just letting this shit happen, but maybe God got other plans for you. You see what's going on, and they say silence sometimes can be just as terrible as not doing something about it. And that's what's out there. You just remain silent, don't want to get involved. But that's some deep stuff. I mean, how could people follow the untruth? The truth will set you free. Oh boy. I see my producer back there. Okay, I get the message. He want me to cut it down, you know, the time element. So anyway, Rastafari. Down, down, down. music. Still going or no?
Mhm.
Oh, well, that dang, I moved the music. I wanted to close like that. I got a minute? I don't. Huh? You had the red goat. Hope I didn't touch the bass too hard. But I was fired up. So, if I hurt anyone's feeling out there, I want you to know the red goat don't